Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Have any of you had sex or masturbated in the past 24 hours?
Well, I guess I'm out, because I had sex last night. With a girl.
That's nice.
Well, baby, me so horny. Me love you long time.
You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes. For Android devices, we are also available on the Stitcher app in the Google Play Store. Now, here's Chris and Kristen.
Well, hello, and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen. Welcome back, everyone.
And we're partying over here,
The number one question in the world is who let the dogs
Who let the dogs out?
Will it ever be answered? Gangnam style. How do you say Gangnam? Gangnam? Magnum?
Gangnam. Gang like
Gang.
street gang?
Yeah,
Gangnam.
Right.
Like Vietnam.
By
Gangnam
words.
style.
The Vietnam
Nobody
gang.
knows what that means.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do they
somebody
even
know what it means, but that could be anything. That could be like,
It's Vietnam gang.
Fruit Loop.
That's
Fruit
how I
Loop
say
style. And that guy, he actually speaks English. I saw him on the on the Ellen show. Please don't ask me what I was doing watching the Ellen show.
Chris. And then I walk in today and Chris is watching The Talk.
I'm watching The Talk. I've
What's
become
going on, Chris?
such a
Housewife.
house mom. Yeah. Well, I'm a
going on,
single
Chris?
parent, so
Yeah.
I'm watching The Talk. I'm
You're
watching
getting
Ellen.
all elements. You know?
And
Ellen is
Liam
actually
Neeson.
hysterical. I like Ellen's show.
Liam Neeson was on Ellen the other day.
How was he?
And
Did he have the
she
Ellen
put him-
boxers?
She put him in these pink...
Oh, usually she'll give like the guys like Ellen boxers, and then like the next time they come on, they wear them.
Yeah, she gave him... She said you could either choose the boxers or... This, I don't want to say thong. That's not the... Like a bikini brief.
Okay. See, she knows how to get the crowd going.
And because she... he went into a dunking booth.
Okay.
And it was to raise $10,000 for breast cancer.
Awareness, yeah.
And so
were they
you know,
pink as
remember
well?
we talked about it earlier about Liam Neeson's cock? There's a whole
big
website,
wiener?
Liam Neeson's cock.
Yeah.
It had a fucking shadow. I'm not even kidding. I posted pictures of
We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
Click and Hit, enhancing the experience for all recreational smokers. Click and Hit is a one-handed portable vaporizer. This smoking pipe has a compact 4-stage design, complete with a built-in, windproof, butane refillable torch lighter. The large burn chamber holds your stash of legal herb or pipe tobacco. Click the button to ignite and inhale as usual. When you are done, put it back in your pocket for later. Smoke anytime with the touch of a button. No more carrying around grinders and tins. You can leave the pipe, rolling papers, and even your lighter at home. The Click and Hit cordless vaporizer is no bigger than a normal cigar, making it the world's smallest and most discreet vaporizer. It's perfect for use in small places or shared rooms. It's efficient, getting 5 to 8 draws from your packed chamber. It's affordable at just $19.95 each. Buy 3 and the shipping is free. Buy 4 and you get the 5th one free. Visit www.click-n-hit.com. That's clickandhit.com.
We now return to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
And we're back,
What do
ladies
you
and
know?
gentlemen. Literally, we can't even mess around when I say that our computer actually failed 2 minutes into the episode. But as a matter of fact, we just got
our Click and Hits in the mail today.
the people who run Click and Hit.
They're sexy. They're sleek.
A gentleman by the name of Lee sent us 2 Click and Hits.
Yes.
Kristen got the red one. I got the black one. And
do they have a pink one? That'd be obnoxious. There's got to be.
There are different colors on the website. That's click-n-hit.com. Go to the site. Check it out.
Cool.
They come in different colors, and Kristen and I were like, there are videos on the site that show you how to use it.
We've come up with a few different ways, so you can use your preference.
You know, without even looking at the videos, we're playing with it and stuff like that.
You could do this way, or this way, or
you could do it this
way.
way.
Look at this. There's
And
always something new to find.
Yeah, so whenever I get my hands on some legal weed and pipe tobacco,
Of course, legal.
I'm gonna
legal's the key word.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat device. They're a little heft. There's a little bit of a heft to them.
Heft.
I'm pulling. Yeah, it's got a nice solid feel to it. It looks it's actually pretty well made, and I got to get my hands on some butane so we can
fill that shit up.
Give it a shot. But I mean, it's.
We're just gonna use Click and Hit one whole episode.
Yeah.
You'll just hear us, and then we'll show you our side effects. That's because we're using legal stuff.
It feels like it reminds me of like the microphone. Like the microphone has like that solid metal feel. You know what I'm saying? Like this looks like a thing that'll last you forever. It really does. You know what I'm saying?
Something that's gonna deteriorate in a week or two.
Yeah, it's like
after a couple of hits.
Like these, like I said, like the microphones. I've been falling in love with the microphone.
Here we go. He has this. I don't want to know what you do with your microphone when I am not here. Now let's get back to my main man, Liam Bigcock.
Liam, there is a website, Liam Neeson's Cock, and so Liam Neeson went
on.
Now,
did he wear the? So he wore the bikini.
He wore the bikini style,
and it was probably pink too.
Right? And it was pink. Yes. She gave him a choice of
the boxers,
or the bikini.
Boxers, yeah.
He got nothing, and that's
what I love about him. He'll just go straight for
what
the fan wants.
When you got nothing to be ashamed of, fuck it, show it off.
It had a shadow.
It had a shadow. I'm not kidding. And
did like fans not come in? Was it one of those? Not fan, like the audience.
They got a woman on the show that was, she
softball player or something.
No.
Somebody who could throw the ball.
Oh, no, she was affected by breast cancer.
Oh, okay, so, that makes sense.
Now what had happened was, they said, "Look, you go into the booth, and $10,000 is going to be donated." And then he just said, and he came out in a robe, a pink robe, and the women were just going nuts.
I love it.
And he's like, if I take off this robe, it should be $20,000. So then Ellen goes, okay. So Ellen's donating $10,000. Right. So first and foremost, that's just,
she always
for a good cause. They're having fun, and that was pretty awesome.
Usually on her charities on the show, like, they'll usually do so much, and then at the end she'll be like, and I'm gonna match it. That's what I like about her.
She's got, look, it's going to a good cause, right. and so now
$20,000 just to take off this robe.
Yeah, because what other? I can't think off the top of my head any movie Liam Neeson is in a bikini or naked.
He's usually just well dressed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He's a well-dressed man.
I mean, see, I'm a nerd, so I know him from, like, Star Wars, Qui-Gon Jinn. He plays Zeus.
I know him
in
from
Clash of the Titans.
Taken.
He was Taken. He was Raja Ghul in the Batman movies.
He's just a well-dressed man.
Every movie that I know him from,
badass.
He's always like a, what's the best way to put it? Like, a guy you look up to, like a leader, like a mentor,
He's not a follower.
Yeah. Oh.
I never did see that one movie. Did something happen?
No. I'm just trying to bring up some notes here.
Did you? I never saw that one movie. It came out probably about a year ago, where it's like the plane crashes or something, and he's.
Oh,
and
not stranded.
I don't know.
Abandoned.
Maybe, and he's in like the
Unfortunately,
Arctic,
somebody spoiled the end. Someone spoiled the ending of the movie.
Fighting
for
off
me.
wolves.
Yeah, he's in the Arctic by
himself,
fighting off wolves. Shit, I can't believe I forgot the name of that movie.
I never did see that one, but he did.
I heard it was The Grey. I think it was called The Grey.
Yeah.
Okay, see, the human IMDb strikes again.
All right, so what happened on Ellen? Give me the deets. I didn't see it. You were the house mom that day. I wasn't.
I actually posted screenshots on my. I took a picture with my cell phone of the TV. Because that's a running joke with me and my friends, the Liam Neeson cock stuff, and so
just a running joke.
Well, like I said, there's a whole website, NeesonCock.com,
and there should be.
And so he comes out now. He's sitting in the booth, and what it is, it's not necessarily a dunk booth. It's if you hit the target, this water comes and hits you. There's like a tank over
booth.
You.
What was that? Waterfall.
Yeah, waterfall booth.
I like that idea better.
And so, the girl got it. She must have had a good arm because she got it in a second.
Practice.
And it's not even like it wasn't even like a gimme. Like it wasn't like she's like 2 feet away from the target. She was actually a good
girl practice.
And
she knew what show she was coming on.
She got him. Now he's sitting there. He has his hands in his lap, wearing these bikinis. So it looks like he's naked.
Yeah.
Because everything when you sit down in bikinis, that goes away anyway. And then he has his hands clasped between his legs. So
he's like, oh shit.
And for a guy in his 60s, I mean, he's in good shape. Saying, you got the hammer, you got the Thor. He
can't go wrong with him.
He should have played Thor in the Avengers because he has the hammer.
Thor's dad.
And so, and it's for a good cause. So,
did they end up? How much did they raise? Was it just 20 flat?
It was 20,000. Like it was supposed to be 10,000, and then Ellen matched it with.
I love it. Good for them. Anything for Liam Neeson in a Speedo. Love you, Liam. Come on our show. See,
and
I got him.
So, something that I've been wanting to report for a while.
Here we go. You
Well,
want to
I
rant?
don't. I mean, I shouldn't take pleasure in people that I don't like having bad news.
Who?
Matt Mira.
You? Can we say obsessed at this point?
Yeah. Well, first.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, here's two things. One, I did not know this. Well, I saw the video years ago, and I didn't know these two were connected. There is a video of Matt Mira. Mm-hmm. He's in a golf cart. Okay. The golf cart gets stuck on a hill. He gets on the back of the golf cart, tries to
push it or something?
Rock it back and forth. It rolls backwards on the hill and rolls on top of him.
Oh,
this was featured on Tosh.0.
So this is like an old movie that somebody came upon?
It was on Tosh.0 in 2010.
Oh, okay.
Because I did not know that.
Right.
And
I didn't know them.
So I seen that video, and I remember that video, but I didn't know that was Matt Mira.
So you got some sick pleasure. You probably rewound it so many times.
So look up Matt Mira golf cart, and it is available because I'm part of the Tosh.0 community on Facebook. Oh, cool. So
it's probably on his thing,
but that's the cool thing. Like nowadays, you don't even need cable. You could just sit and watch YouTube videos because all these shows...
And you can hook that thing up to your TV,
yeah, all the best parts are online anyway. Yeah. But go to YouTube, look up Matt Mira, Mattmira, golf cart, and the golf cart rolls over him.
Ouch. Yeah.
But he's so big that...
Does it get stuck halfway?
It's on top of him. He's like, I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's fine.
And I guess, and I'm not making a fat joke because I'm the last person to make a fat joke, but it was funny to see his dumbass get run over by a golf cart.
Under a golf cart.
Now, also the other big news, which it's a bittersweet, is G4 is going off the air.
Why?
Because apparently
that's what he's on, right?
He's on G4, which now makes sense why Chris Hardwick left.
Okay.
And because pretty much, I mean, G4 only has a few original shows. Mm-hmm. Their main flagship show was called Attack of the Show.
Okay.
Which I loved. And the main host who's been there forever was a guy named Kevin Pereira. Kevin Pereira left a couple months ago.
So the big names left.
And so did Chris Hardwick. Yeah. Chris Hardwick left.
So that's kind of red flag when the big names...
I think they knew it was coming.
Right.
And so... why stick around and work for people that, especially if you know, like if you're working for a business, you know it's going to go under.
Right, you're not going to hang around. You got other things going on.
Yeah, go make some money somewhere else. Yeah. So
when I leave here, Chris, you'll know that I have other things going on.
Fucking Chris.
Just kidding, never. I know Chris was going to do that to me. Just wait.
It's been announced that G4 they haven't at least I don't know if there's going to be a timeline when it's going to happen, but G4 is going to switch over. It's the same people, but they're going to make it more men's style GQ. Okay. I mean, it was always kind of a lifestyle channel, but now they're kind of shifting focus away from the nerds. Like, you know, saying
it's not what it's supposed to be about.
But you know what I mean? These, GQ guys and stuff like that, they play Xbox.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They're
G4
nerds.
helped promote big giant flat screen TVs and stuff like that. But like they're getting rid of it's going to be an overhaul, but a
whole revamp type thing, right?
And they're getting rid of
the nerds around the world are pissed.
Yeah, because I loved Attack of the Show, X-Play, which was the show dedicated to video games and stuff like that. And there was I forgot the girl's name. That one girl, because G4 years ago used to be called Tech TV.
Okay.
And I can't believe I forgot her name. She actually started on Tech TV, survived when it switched over to G4.
Survival of the fittest.
What's her name? And she's the co-host of X-Play. I can't believe I forgot her name. And she's very attractive.
She's a hot nerd.
Yeah, but she's one of those real hot nerds where she doesn't have to walk around with the horn rim glasses and say,
I'm a nerd.
Yeah. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
X-Play. I can't believe I forgot her name. I had a poster of her on my wall. Well, not a poster. I ripped a page out of, Maxim, when Maxim was still, the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Back at my old house in Jersey.
How about you had a poster of her?
Yeah, I had my old wall,
Blair Herter? Is that
it? That's a guy, actually.
Oh, because there's Adam Sessler and then
Adam
it's like
Sessler, Blair Herter.
Yeah, that's not her. That's not a guy or girl.
No, it's not Megan. It's not. Jesus Christ.
Kristen Holt.
Not Kristen Holt.
Julie Stoffer.
No.
Where are these names coming from then?
Well, Kristen Holt was also a hottie, but then she got pregnant, got married.
What a bitch.
And not necessarily that. Like,
Morgan Webb.
Morgan Webb. There we go.
Blair
Morgan
Herter.
Webb. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, she's not supermodel. You know, she's a solid 7 or 8. She's not really a 10, but for nerds, a 7 or 8 is a 10.
It's boner worthy.
And she used to. I think she might even still, for people who still buy Maxim. I think she might still be in Maxim as like, you know, hosting like a column or whatever about nerds and about video game culture and stuff like that. So so Morgan Webb was actually, I remember back when Morgan Webb was on Tech TV, and we're talking like 10 years ago, which once again in TV years, like a million years ago. And so
you're old, bitch.
I wonder maybe she'll survive this one and go into the.
She does third time around.
So they're moving, like I said, they're moving into more of a lifestyle
Revamp,
GQ way. So inadvertently, that means Matt Mirror is losing his job. So I know you're not supposed to take pleasure in people.
Is secretly smiling.
You know, there's a German word for that. It's called Schadenfreude or Schadenfreude.
Chris is not speaking German.
And only the Germans would come up with a phrase that means getting pleasure in somebody else's pain.
The sickness, yeah.
So,
of course.
Yeah.
You Germans. Chris, you'd be proud of me. I watched The Avengers.
You finally watched The Avengers?
I was working and there was just a long standstill of nothing going on. Mm-hmm. So there was a movie. They have movies at the base where we were. So they're like, let's watch Avengers. I haven't seen it. So I'm like, I watched it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. For someone who doesn't know the whole backstory behind each person, I thought they did a good job, you know, kind of giving some tidbits where I could follow.
Giving an entry level.
Yeah, where I could at least follow, and then I knew some stuff from you, and I was like, it was a good movie. And of course, I love Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
I love him. I thought he was great. Robert Downey.
Though, I mean, yeah, between Robert Downey, Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Evans.
Abbing it up.
I mean, I don't look at it that way, but they're three hotties.
I don't like Scarlett Johansson as an actress. I don't find her this gorgeous person, but I liked her in the movie. Mm-hmm. I thought she did great. Mm-hmm. But I don't get the big hype with her. I mean, you're a guy, you could probably help me out with that. I don't think she's as gorgeous as what people make her out to be.
There's just a sexual energy. Like,
but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
I did.
See, and that's why
I thought it was great action, and I was like, oh,
that's why the movie did so well.
This is why you nerds love this shit. You combine all your superheroes into one.
Because they're doing it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the Hulk, what's his name? I love him.
Who's that?
The Hulk.
Oh,
Mark
Ruffalo.
I always want to say Ruffalo. It's not it.
Do you think he's a hottie? I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's a cute little guy.
Oh, okay. You know, I don't look at that prism guy. That, like, you know, like good-looking guys, but you got 4 hotties on TV, on the movie screen.
Yeah, you got a bunch of... You can't go wrong. It was just like Magic Mike. You couldn't go wrong with these hotties.
What about the guy who played Loki?
I didn't really Who was he? Is he famous?
I don't think he's famous, but I mean... Now he's going to be after this movie.
I didn't recognize him, and he had like a sweet...
But like when he's wearing the suit...
He had a sweet like mullet type thing going, like that long in the back, but it was all brushed back. And I was like, he kind of reminded me of like in real life he'd probably be like emo-ish, like all in dark clothes and skinny and like, you know, mascara and stuff. I could picture him on the street wearing that. I mean, he played the character well, but I.
But like when he's walking around in the suit, you don't like when he's in a tuxedo. I mean, when he's like, oh, okay.
He looked kind of. I could just picture him being like skinny and like drinking coffee,
like a Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, like that, type, like all pale and his hair slicked back. Yeah, no, but he played the part well. I liked him as the bad guy.
He was in the Thor movie and the Avengers movie, so. It means a lot for them to bring a character back. You know, like he did it so well.
Instead of replacing him with somebody else.
Yeah.
You know?
And
I thought they all did. I liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed a nerdy movie. And I watched it at the end. I was like, I can't wait to tell.
And now you could actually, because I guess you said you've seen the Iron Man movies.
I've seen one.
Okay.
And then I never seen, because I saw them when they were all like on FX.
Okay.
So I've seen one. I don't think I've probably seen like bits and pieces of like 2.
Okay. But see, now that you kind of have like this entry, you could go back and watch Captain America. You could go back and watch Thor, and like you'll have something familiar to get into it.
But I liked them. I think I don't know. It was cool.
Hey, okay.
It was cool, especially because I got, like, you telling me some stuff, so I kind of knew some things.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of, gave you some entry level. If you've never seen them, you could actually follow along.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
I love the fact that, when it's something you care about, and you see that other people like it, it's like, yeah.
No, it was cool. I liked it. And I actually like Scarlett Johansson in it, so I'll give her that. No, she played it well.
So it's like when I get mad because like Chris Hemsworth's a good-looking guy, Chris Evans, all these good-looking guys,
are not playing them.
I'm supposed to not like them, but they're doing well.
They did their parts justice.
And like we were talking about before the show, there's this. Oh my God, Stan Lee, I believe it's called World of Heroes. Stan Lee has his own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And
he just had the heart.
What was that?
He just had
a pacemaker put in. And so it's weird. He obviously
Iron Man,
these videos are obviously pre-taped.
Right.
So when he's supposed to be in the hospital, they released this video of him interviewing Joe. He says, I believe it's Manganiello. I think it's a soft G.
Of course, it's Manganiello.
But in the video, because even Stan Lee's like, how do you pronounce it? So Manganiello. So it's Stan Lee, Joe Manganiello.
Sexy Joe. He's known for True Blood, but also
he was in Magic Mike,
for
he
his sexy
plays
body.
a werewolf character in True Blood.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I haven't watched True Blood, so I'm not familiar with his character. I read like the first 3 books, but I don't know
he
if
comes
his
in like
characters from
a little later.
Yeah, they're like they're like up to like season 4 or something like that. So, motherfucker, I want to not like this guy.
He's
this
great.
big Now, bring it back to comic book movies. I didn't realize he's in the first Spider-Man movie of. Not the Spider-Man movie. He's in Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
As this guy Flash Thompson.
Okay.
Which is a character from the comic book. Mm-hmm. Wasn't like a character. So he's in a comic book movie. He plays Flash Thompson, which is Flash Thompson in the Spider-Man universe. He goes to high school with Peter Parker, and he's kind of a bully.
Well, of course, he's a big
because Peter Parker's the nerd.
Right.
He's the football.
I was going to say he's going to be a jock,
head of the football team, kind of a guy,
the quarterback.
And so I didn't. He was
kind
put
of
two and two together that he's in a Spider-Man movie.
He didn't really become his name really didn't become known. I feel until True Blood because he was so hot when all of a sudden it was
and the women went
this buff.
Yeah, he
werewolf.
doesn't show off his abs in Spider-Man.
And then it kind of took off from there. Like people knew his name then.
Well, in Spider-Man 3, and it does happen in comics. His character goes from like the bully in high school to becoming like an astronaut, like in NASA. He goes and takes a spaceship to the moon. Well, I'm just saying, he's a big jock, alpha male guy.
He can't fit in a spaceship.
And his character, and in part 3, you see this guy who just came back or just about to go to the moon or whatever the case may be. And so this motherfucker was in a legitimate Marvel movie.
Oh yeah, and now he's on the YouTube.
And now he's in
Chris wants to hate him so bad.
And what happens is he quotes stuff from like early DC, obviously stuff from back when he was a kid.
Yeah.
He was into DC comics and stuff like that. And he's even talking about stuff nowadays, like it's not just like a basic knowledge of comics. He kind of knows deeper stuff. And I want to hate this fucking guy.
You can't, Chris. You can't do it.
Yeah. But I guess,
he's a nerd just like all of us.
These guys who obviously anyone who's an actor, there is the whole background politics. You have to schmooze and be charming and stuff like that.
So you're trying to tell me you think he studied up before he went on?
No. I'm saying is that he has a charm to him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And,
I've seen him a couple times.
I want to hate him. I want to hate him, and I can't.
I've seen him a couple times on The Soup with Joel McHale. Mm-hmm. He's come on and he totally, this is when Magic Mike was coming out. Uh-huh. So he comes out holding, Doritos and, he's pushing his belly out and his shirt's up, so it just looks like he's fat, but he's not. And he's like, yeah, the movie went great. He's just eating these Doritos. And they're like, I thought you're supposed to be in shape. And then he does, the wave with his belly. It's so gross.
Oh, those.
But he can totally make fun of himself. That's what I like about people. They're not so hard up on their looks and that's all they can talk about. Like, he can actually laugh about himself, be a nerd with other nerds, and there's a little bit more to him.
You're good looking, you're nerdy, you're successful.
The triple threat.
Damn
It's the whole package.
I'm such a hater. I'm such a fucking hater.
Can't hate on him. Can't do it.
So
and that's that. Did you hear, I know, I just read that Seth MacFarlane's going to be the host of the Oscars.
Seth MacFarlane?
I don't know if I'm going to like that.
Well,
because some of his jokes I feel kind of get played out. Like, it's the same type of joke over and over.
You know what it is? Seth MacFarlane, I think this is a good idea. Let me just say that first and foremost.
He'll bring in a whole new audience.
Yeah.
Which is needed.
Yeah, because
the Oscars have been
the Oscars right now, just a couple years ago, you got Billy Crystal.
Right.
And Billy Crystal,
he did it big in the 90s?
Yeah, he did like a whole bunch in a row.
Oh, yeah. Like, he had it big in the 90s, but now you can't bring him back. He's not that relevant
he hasn't
to the crowd that you're trying to bring in.
Yeah, I'll give him his respect.
Right, absolutely.
He's not an eye, the public eye anymore.
Done much,
Now, don't get me wrong, maybe he's done his time and he wants to spend time with his family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But like, I'm not taking anything away from him.
You want somebody relevant who's...
Yeah, they need if they want to make any kind of money, they got to hip it up a little bit.
So I think, Seth MacFarlane will bring in that crowd.
He's definitely, because he's gonna push it to be a little raunchy.
Right.
But it's not gonna be over the top because this is an established Hollywood stuff and there's all this politics. But Seth MacFarlane does have, in my opinion, he has a healthy respect for the Hollywood, history. Because if you watch Family Guy and stuff like that, they always do like show tunes and big Hollywood numbers and stuff like. He has a respect and love for
like that's his job. You know what I'm
old
saying? Like,
Hollywood.
You could tell like he's been involved with it for a while. Like, this is kind of what he grew up on. He loves movies. He loves.
Yeah, I mean, Family Guy is like it's a love letter to Hollywood and TV. I mean, there's a picture of a TV in the logo for Family Guy, but it's because of he was a nerd as a kid, stuck in front of a TV all the time. And
so he knows that whole history sort of thing.
I think it's going to come out really good. I think it's going to, like I said, he has a healthy respect. And, and like the other, a couple weeks ago, he hosted Saturday Night Live.
I didn't see it.
Yes, he is funny because he writes for Family Guy and stuff like that. Like, he was really good on Saturday Night Live.
Good.
And I want, I want to see more of him. I mean, I guess
I know he's done like the roasts in the past, and then
he's good on the roast.
He's very good at hosting.
On Netflix,
sometimes I feel like his jokes, it's like the same shit sort of thing. But I mean, that's what every person knows.
On Netflix, he has a whole not comedy, music. Like he likes to sing that Frank Sinatra swing style,
that sort of thing.
It's a whole hour-long concert of him singing,
just singing
those old songs. Yeah, on Netflix. Funny. I mean, I don't know if it's on there anymore because I let my Netflix expire, but it's out there.
Oh, that's so random.
And it's an older crowd because when you listen to the theme song of Family Guy, that background, like that's like an actual band that he brings them everywhere.
Oh, really?
Because they play that old big band style.
Yeah, like the 10-piece band.
And he loves them so much that he keeps them giving him work, and like that same band is the background band for him for this concert.
Oh, that's
so
funny.
he has like this healthy.
He's got his own band.
Yeah, he's got this healthy respect for old school Hollywood
and old school. Yeah,
which
is huge because
and he could be raunchy. You can make an anal joke, but you could also sing an old classic. For the
very
old people.
Versatile, yeah.
So I think
I think it'll be good for.
It's a brilliant idea.
He could probably definitely, mesh both.
And he was hilarious on Saturday Night Live because, because since he does all these voices.
Oh yeah, that's so crazy.
He did all characters.
Yeah. I find that so crazy, like, because it's so weird to see him do the voices, because it's like, oh, I'm so used to picturing the character doing it.
Yeah.
And then you see him do like 3 voices, and you're like, it's
well, he looks
weird.
like
It's one
Quagmire.
Guy. Oh my god,
he does look like Quagmire
and Stewie. Like, I feel like his head is kind of like Stewie.
Big football head.
Like if you just extend out his face like that, it's Stewie. Yeah, no, but it's so weird to see him do the voices because it's like, you're one person doing 4 voices. Like, stop! It's too weird to watch.
Well, you know what he does is because he gets a paycheck for every voice.
Oh, of course.
That's why if you notice in the what's that, the commercial, not the Wheaties, what am I about to say? The Wheat Thins. Wheat Thins. He does a commercial with Wheat Thins, and then at the last second, you hear Peter in the background like, "Can I be in the commercial?" No, this is our thing.
That's 3 voices now.
Just so he can get, I will put money that he was getting 2 paychecks. Then he does Peter, who's not even on screen.
Right, it's just his voice.
And I'm pretty sure he got an extra paycheck just for doing the Peter voice.
It's smart. Tricky bastard.
That's why he does the voices of, Dr. Hartman
it's so crazy.
And all the,
It's funny because they're all, like some people you can really tell, like, oh, that's this person. I think that he does like 3 or 4 different, like distinct different voices.
Yeah.
Like, like Stewie sounds different than Brian. Mm-hmm. Brian sounds different than Peter. Like, they're all, it's weird how he can do all
Brian
voices.
sounds exactly like Dr. Hartman. It's the same voice. Quagmire.
And then Quagmire. Like, it's all different, but very, like, I don't know. It's just,
like I said,
weird that he can do those with one voice.
Bringing it back to comic book movies. In Hellboy 2, there's a character, it's basically a German ghost. And, he does the voice.
Awful.
Because, he does the voice of the goldfish. American Dad.
Yeah,
the voice of the goldfish is a German accent.
Yeah.
So in Hellboy 2, and it's a little more spot on to an actual German person. Well, it's like a mist in the shape of a person, and what they do in the movie is as a ghost, but he puts on like this deep sea diving suit. It looks like a deep sea. So he has some sort of physical form, but it's a ghost inside. It looks like a mist inside the suit.
Okay.
He does the voice for that. And it's a very, very good
German
accent. Because I think he learned German as a kid.
Oh, okay.
So he's a voice actor. Like,
yeah, and he can do accents.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's so used to doing the voices in his own thing. Now here's Hellboy, an established
movie
in its own universe, has nothing to do with Family Guy. And he did an excellent job as a voice.
Yeah, he's good with his voice.
Yeah, so like
that's his instrument.
He's
a
talented guy. So it's like,
and he could sing his old school.
Yeah, he's going to be around forever. Yes, the Family Guy. Unfortunately, since he can't be 50 places at one time.
Right.
You leave it to the writers, and then Hollywood being the way it is, you got all these young people who think being odd is funny, like all these quote unquote alternative comedians, and that's and the stuff ends up being the alternative to being funny. It's so, but and if you notice, like as the time has gone by, Family Dad or American Dad has become its own thing. The Cleveland Show has become its own thing.
Right.
Like it's kind of stealing a little Family Guy, but they're trying to do their own thing.
Yeah.
Like it's trying to be 3 separate entities. So. More power to him, man. And
so we'll see how it goes out.
And go to fucking Hot Topic. There's so much merchandise. There's a million things with Family Guy on it.
Oh my god, I know.
He's
and like random shit. Like I don't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like stuff that isn't even around. I'm like, all right, Hot Topic. All right. Stop pushing it on me.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like the Family Guy. It's like their merchandising is on everything.
It is.
There's like very little you can't buy that doesn't have
There's
a Family Guy.
There's bobbleheads that talk. I'm like, all right, Stewie, relax.
Yeah.
Relax, Stewie.
And he's racking up.
I'm not. Yeah, he's not poor. Put it that way. Let's see. Oh, our girl's back in the news. Not Amanda Bynes, but the other one.
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan. Did you hear? Girl got attacked in New York City.
Yeah, this is for once she's the victim.
Yeah. That's what I read. I was like attacked, and I was like waiting for her to hit somebody. And then I actually read. I'm like, oh.
And I don't mean to. That sounds really sadistic for me to say that. For once, she's
she's just always the center causing trouble.
Yeah, she's the one causing trouble.
This time it's on her, or attacked her. So she was attacked by this guy, Christian LaBella.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's also a congressional staffer.
Yeah, he's
whatever the hell that means.
A staff. No, he works on the staff.
Yeah.
For the people in Congress.
Yeah.
He's a fucking lackey.
Yeah, exactly. He's getting coffee and that whole thing. And he's, I guess, his aunt is Heather McDonald, the comedian on. She's a comedian and she's really on Chelsea Lately show.
Oh, okay.
Chelsea Handler's like she's on the round table as a writer over there. She's the redhead, kind of goofy face.
Oh, okay.
So, and I guess, like, on his Facebook, he's, like, I guess known for being around all these celebrities for whatever. Like, he has pictures with the Kardashians, of course.
Yeah.
And so that's his ad. And she had to release a statement, like, yes, he's my nephew, but I haven't seen him in years, so whatever he did, it's not, I don't condone it. Let it be what it is. I'm not really in contact with him. Which is, I like Heather McDonald. She's very funny and in her own right. But it's just so random, like, Heather McDonald, how'd your name get in this? So I guess what happened is Lindsay, was hanging out with this guy for, I think, a while. I don't know how long it lasts. And he ended up secretly taking pictures of her. And
he's a fucking creep.
And, like, sending them to his friends or whoever, I don't know, his contacts.
Well, that's how shit, like, Miley Cyrus gets let out there because you get stuck around. Nowadays, a camera, who doesn't have a camera on them in their phone?
So, I guess, like, he went back to the hotel with them. I think, like, some of his friends or her friends were there, too. And she saw that he had all this shit and was like, take it off. And he ended up supposedly choking her. I think there was choking involved.
I think she confronted him, and she wanted him to, like, delete it.
Right.
And not to mention, he already sent that shit out.
Right, it's already out.
Not going in. I mean,
you think he's saving it? No, as soon as you take that shit, you send it out immediately.
I mean, not that she should, not that, she didn't think about that. Right. I mean, she got crazy, but unfortunately, Lindsay, unfortunately, that's just the way of the world.
Right.
And
like, I'd be pissed too. Like, I didn't know you took any of this shit.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy.
Right.
And
you've been doing this all night? Like,
and he sent it out. So once that shit is out, it's out.
Right. That's it.
And I think she was.
She wanted him to.
She was rightfully
pissed
and was upset, and then he choked her.
I think he choked her. Right.
So he's like, I mean, I don't know all the facts of the story, but it just strikes me of all these like politician. Like,
they're always in trouble.
He was probably doing that creepy shit with regular girls.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
pictures on Facebook with all these celebrities. I'm sure, like, you have been doing it for other celebrities as well. And for, like, these regular girls who have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, he probably has photos of me. Okay? And I have no idea.
Yeah, and you
like, he totally has to be that kid who has that hidden camera in his bedroom.
Yeah.
You know?
And then
look for the red light, girls. Look for that red light recording.
Being a staffer.
But the charges got dropped. So Lindsay and her mom were pissed about that.
It's some sort of...
he has
political pull.
I was going to say, easily, somebody said something to the police, dropped the charges, but then and they're saying the charges are dropped because there were no visible wounds on Lindsay or whatever. No, somebody talked to you. He's got some pull. And he's probably been in trouble like this before with some regular
And it's
girl.
always been swept under the rug.
But now that it's a poor Lindsay, I mean, the girl can't get a break, you know? I felt really bad reading it. Like I said, at first I see, like, attack in Lindsay's name, and I'm like, oh, shit, what'd she do now? But then I read it, I was like, poor girl, man, she cannot catch a break.
I think,
So I'm sorry, girl. I'm with you on this one.
She's in that self-destructive mode where she's probably, like, being around a creep is probably, like, normal for her or whatever. But yeah, this guy, I hate these politician types and political types where they think they could get away with fucking murder.
And they can, because that's it.
They can, exactly. You can make a phone call,
right?
And get the charges dropped and all this other shit.
And it just keeps going on. Like,
they'll
never learn a lesson.
That's the feeling I get. Like I said, I don't know I have all the details, but I get the feeling that he's just like this weaselly little prick who has powerful friends and gets away with
so
fucking,
gross. Because if this is like something minor to him, who knows what else he's doing? And either hasn't been caught or has been caught, but he's a no-name, and the girl was a no-name, so it's not out there for us, you know? So well, maybe since his name's out in the light, maybe there'll be some other girls that come forward and are like, yeah, I dealt with this ass. I've dealt with him before.
Yeah.
Now, this is some great news, which I'm sure is going to be an awful mistake, but Danny Zuko, name sound familiar?
Danny Zuko. What is this?
John Travolta from Grease.
I was about to say, isn't that like that's a character's name?
And Sandra Dee, Olivia Newton-John, they have reunited and are making a Christmas album, singing.
So you're telling me that John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John are
doing a and it's a 100% true
album in the theme of them being their characters from Grease?
No,
oh, okay.
I think it's just them being that. I just want to say
how fucking random, John Travolta doing a album?
Christmas album.
Album?
What? Yes. Oh, okay. So I don't know how this is gonna.
Because
see how it goes.
I thought they were gonna like because the way you put it, I thought it was going to be like
a Grease themed,
Christmas album.
Maybe it is, but it just said John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. So I mean, I'm assuming it's just them.
Because there's so many, and women in general love Grease so much that it's like this holy grail that you cannot.
Will. All I read was that their real names were in it. It wasn't like portraying.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I know Grease.
I'm sure they might do a song.
I mentioned this before. Grease, Dirty Dancing, and The Notebook. Those are like the 3 movies that every fucking woman loves.
If you want to get in a girl's pants, say you love those movies.
If you're single,
be like, I saw The Notebook the other night.
Get your hands on Grease. Get your hands on Dirty Dancing. Get your hands on The Notebook. Buy the DVDs.
Yeah. Just do it.
Leave them on your coffee table nonchalantly.
We will love you forever.
And okay, so
it'll be interesting to see how. I feel like it's going to be a bomb because who the hell? What?
Yeah.
Just what?
Out of the what? Out of the blue. And Olivia Newton-John.
Just what? Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to shit on John Travolta. He's had a pretty rough recently.
Yeah, he's been releasing some tension in the massage parlors.
Yeah, that's and then I mean, his son passing away. Then he's having this situation with allegedly
touching
gay experiences with masseuses or masseurs. Excuse me, masseurs. And I mean, I guess guys like to go to the masseuses for the Yankee Cranky, the happy ending. But I guess he was going for the Yankee Cranky too.
For the Yankee, but just by a guy. Yeah. What's the difference? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. That's all.
Oh man. Remember I mentioned before? There's this magazine called Vice.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this underground,
raunchy,
very, very edgy
magazine.
I came across, they took, and this is really edgy. They took a gay guy and a straight guy and had them both received oral sex from a gay man and a woman.
Now, did they know it or were they blindfolded?
They didn't know it. They show a picture of it was like a glory hole.
Oh, okay.
They put their dick through a hole and they're wearing blindfolds or whatever.
The glory hole.
And in this particular situation,
the guy did
the woman won both rounds of who gave the better blowjob. And I'm just reporting it.
Matter.
I just thought that is, I mean, and then they even said the quote unquote straight guy that was receiving the blowjob, he had to you gotta suck it up. You have to, it takes a lot of balls to let another guy blow you if you're not gay.
Yeah, alright, I guess I'll do it.
But,
okay.
In this particular situation, but they said she was a porn star and everything like that.
I was going to say, she must have some background. It's not just some housewife coming in.
And she...
I'll do it.
This particular woman, she had some miles on her.
She's
had a rough... You could just look at the picture of her. And that's one thing I like about Vice, is they don't retouch their photos.
Right, so
it's realistic.
That's her.
This chick looked like she had some miles on her.
She's been working hard for
So she might have,
She learned her trick. She knows what she's doing.
Exactly.
It's not just a college girl coming in,
You can't just bring it... And not to say that the gay guy's an amateur, but...
You can't compete sometimes. It's hard.
But just
literally
bringing that up there, that was kind of funny that the woman actually...
Oh, just close... I'm sure, guys, if they just close their eyes, they'd be doing what John Travolta was doing, too. Just don't talk, man. I'll close my eyes. You do what you gotta do.
Don't let your beard stubble rub against my thighs.
Yeah, exactly. See?
Oh, God.
Oh, I guess it's big news, because I just heard it. I heard it the other day, or yesterday I read it, and then today, coming over here, I heard it on the radio, so I guess it's American Idol news. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's huge in America, because it's season 400, and we still love it.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj,
Uh-huh.
Mariah Carey, and Keith Urban are all the judges, and Randy.
Yeah.
Now, Nicki Minaj, they had auditions, I think it was like North Carolina, someplace random.
Mm-hmm.
Nicki Minaj blew up on
Mariah Carey.
Yeah, like threatened her.
They were talking about it on the talk.
See, like it's a huge deal. They're like, I'm not putting up with her diva-ness. I'm not, threatening her. I think she eventually threatened her with like a gun, like, oh, if I had a gun, I'd shoot her, like that sort of thing.
God,
Nicki Minaj got ghetto for a minute is what happened. And they actually had to cancel the rest of the auditions and are bringing it back, extending an extra day, because the girl flipped on her. I think ultimately it was because they disagreed on a contestant, was a whole big deal.
Yeah.
And Keith Urban's in between them, and I guess he was like, okay, like pretty soon, like what the,
and he's a
what
good
the
old boy.
fuck do I do? And Mariah was like, you know, like, why do I have a 3-year-old next to me? You know, I could be home with my kids. Nikki's like, go home to your kids, you're fucking boring.
Wow.
So I don't know. Girl got ghetto for a little bit, and they had to like separate them, cool off for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they must have showed it on TV. Is this it?
This is
Trending
X Factor,
topics.
Yeah, they're, I mean, Nicki Minaj, she's genuinely, well, no, Mariah Carey's crazy too.
Yeah,
I don't know, there's
she's
just like,
crazy and just think she's normal, sort of.
yeah,
thing. And she's just a diva. I mean,
but you know
she's
what
been
it is?
around for a while.
They were looking for this drama.
Please.
That's the whole reason, you know.
Because Nicki's not a type that's not going to keep her mouth shut.
Yeah.
Then she said, I'll knock you out.
This was playing right into the producers.
Yeah. Like, they were waiting for this shit.
You put volatile chemicals together, you're gonna get an explosion.
When did the season start? Is this like their first round of auditions?
I honestly think they're either on week 1 or week 2.
Yeah, like, I don't think it's been on for a while, and they're already starting.
They're ready. But this is what they wanted. Yeah. This is exactly what
Keith Urban, though. I could just imagine him being like,
and he's a good old boy between these two ghettos.
Yeah, do we get security in on this?
Well, Mariah's actually from Long Island. Mariah's from actually a nice, rich part of Long Island. So Mariah's not really ghetto.
But I could see her being like, oh my god, you know, oh no, and then like, Nikki just be like, I'll knock you out! You want to go, bitch? And then she said like, Nikki says Mariah called me a bitch, so that's probably what started it. Mm-hmm. But then Nikki said, which I think is great because usually when you get these like J-Lo and these people on there, they like to go like, well, when I was singing, this is, you know, and then pretty much do their resume. Because that's what she said. I'm not here to talk about my resume and run down everything I've done. Wow. So I'm sure Mariah said something like, yeah, when I worked for so-and-so. You know, they like to do that.
Oh, boy.
But that's awesome. I mean, maybe that'll get me to finally watch it again. I only watched the first season.
And it's...
Poor Keith.
Yeah.
Randy's on, like, the other side at the other end, like, okay. I'm trying to break it up, but he's not even in between them. Mm-hmm. Next, he's going to have to be sitting in between them. Yeah. They're going to be on opposite ends.
You're going to need, Steve Wilkos.
Yeah. But could you imagine being the contestant in there, being like, do I leave? Am I going to Hollywood, or...
No, fuck that.
Okay, well, I'll step out for a moment.
This clip's going to be all over TV. I'm getting
Should
famous.
I step out, or...
Now, I'm pretty sure that I know, I posted this on my page, from the X Factor, Kristen Cologne.
Yes,
I know we spoke about it in the other episode.
Our girl.
Our
love child.
Okay, so apparently she came out and she sang an Adele song, and Simon and them said, look, yeah, okay, you can sound like Adele. That's not what we're looking for. We want to hear you being you. So, mind you, she's like 18. Her last name's Cologne. Like I said, Puerto Ricans, we literally come in every color. I mean, her family tended, if they were either dark-skinned, Hispanic, or black. She comes out on stage, and, you know, pretty girl, you know, she starts singing.
Love child.
So she starts.
That'd be pretty.
She sings, Whitney Houston's I Have Nothing.
Okay.
Which, you know, look, as much as I'm a metalhead, I like songs like that because, like, they're fucking, like, they're very dynamic and powerful.
I was gonna say powerful.
It's like
it amps you up.
Yeah, it's like,
you know, as it goes along, it's hard. Yeah.
That's metal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, to me, that's metal. And, you know, because the same people who produce that are the same people who produce, like, Celine Dion. But then again,
but they got
the people who produce that produce Meatloaf. So I could kind of bring it back to metal. It kind of, you know.
It all comes back.
It's all interconnected.
It's all that in the background. Dun, 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 and then how it just amps you up, like it keeps getting louder.
Yeah, it's epic. It's fucking awesome.
And then it's like they get that note. Your hands fly up.
And so she started singing. Now, in this episode of The X Factor, they were talking about this thunderstorm outside. There was a big, while they're doing the auditions.
And didn't the power go out or something?
And while she's singing, allegedly, lightning strikes the stadium and blows out the lights.
And Brittany, like, freaked out. She's like, what the fuck was that?
And the picture, you had that picture on your Facebook page
somebody posted it.
Of Brittany screaming.
Like her face, how she looks crazy. Again, it's like Brittany's back.
It's that
she looks crazy.
moment.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was our love child.
It's during when our daughter, Kristen Cologne,
our daughter,
gets up on stage to sing. And so
That
she was doing
Whitney
horribly.
striking. Oh,
she was doing. Oh, that'd be. I never thought about that. Is Whitney Houston?
Yeah, just went
striking.
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun. Maybe Whitney
So
was trying to
she did
help or
bad?
something, and so she did bad. So, like they go, oh, you know, all this happened for a reason. You're supposed to stop, and so they let her go.
Back to that.
So her whole family's talking to her. Don't worry, baby. Everything's gonna be alright. You know, you got a second chance. You're lucky enough about that.
Who said that?
Her mother and stuff like
mother.
that. They're like, you got a second chance. You should be happy that you got that. And she's like, get out of my
Was that
ear.
the one that flipped?
Yeah, no, that's the same. Krista Colon's the one that flipped the
Yeah.
fuck out. So she's telling Mom, get away, everybody get away from me. Out of And so you see, so then the camera is on her. And she's like, get that camera out of my face. So she
Our
takes,
girl's a diva already.
she takes the water bottle and she throws the water on the camera. And then of course they, post-production, they put in the sound effects of like static.
Oh, yeah.
A fucking $20,000 camera is not going to be destroyed by a
Half the
bottle
time,
of
like
water.
if like a wine, like on reality shows, like a wine glass falls, it is the loudest shattering wine glass I've ever heard. Like that sounds like somebody broke into like your window or something. Like that wine glass did not make that loud.
Yeah,
noise.
they
And there's, like, a
add
tap
all this extra
out of it,
stuff
yeah.
in post. And so, she throws the water on the camera, and then she throws another water on the camera, and then she picks up
How
a
many
fucking...
bottles of water did she
Because
throw
these
at?
people have water bottles laying around so they can drink before they go on stage. So, she's just grabbing random
like
shit.
Red Bull in her face.
Then she picks up a fucking folding chair,
That's our
and she's
girl.
about to hit the camera, and
WWE style.
then you see all the security, get her out of the building, get her. So they put her outside.
They throw her out.
And then you see like her mother like apologizing. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, my daughter did
Our
it.
girl getting her
So,
fame.
you know, so that's the X Factor. And
So that's the
mind
X Factor.
let me
We'll never
just
see that
preface
shit
this
on
and keep
American
my
Idol.
nerd cred by saying that I'm watching this because Fringe comes on afterwards.
Yeah. Just like, what are you watching Ellen for then?
And-
What
well,
comes
okay.
on afterwards? The news? Dr. Phil?
See, I don't know.
Oh.
So
See,
now,
that's our girl making a scene.
so now, okay, now
Our
they got the
little girl.
X Factor. So they go, okay, now our X Factor contestants are going to be coached by our celebrity judges.
Okay.
So they start talking about all these extra stars that are going to be
pissed if
coaches.
I'd be pissed if I was coached by, like, Britney Spears. Like, she's all auto-tuned now. It's like, what range do we have here?
And then you see a scene where it's Britney Spears and Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day.
Oh.
Once again, obviously this shit is filmed way in advance
Yeah.
because he's not even...
See, I think maybe he's out now. Because I
they
feel like he did like a short
Wasn't he
stint
going to
in
rehab?
Yeah, but I feel like it was like a PR stunt. I think it was like a short stint. Like, he might still be there. I might
Yeah, I
be
was just
making
saying,
this
like,
up. Like, it was like a few days
even
that
the
he came
most
out. He might
basic
still be
rehab is like 30
there. 30
days.
days.
You know?
Yeah, he might still be there. I might have made
But
that
you
up.
see, it's Britney sitting next to Billy Joe.
He's probably wasted.
talking-
He's like, fuck this.
You see them coaching somebody that they don't show you just so they don't spoil it. But,
Yeah.
you know, poor Billy Joe.
Like, you know, that's
No,
probably
he's
what's,
not gonna be your
what
coach.
was like the beginning of his fueling rage. He's like, now I'm with Britney. Then next I get pushed
That's
off by
the
Usher
X
and
Factor
Bieber.
pushed him over
Yeah.
the edge.
And it's like it was just going up. We should have saw this coming. Poor
And so-
Billy.
Yeah, so that's...
Speaking of SmackDowns, since you were talking about how she picked up the chair like a SmackDown,
Mm-hmm.
our little daughter there.
our love child.
Do you know Sean Diveri? I don't know. He's a WWE star.
Does it have like a wrestling name? Because there's a lot of guys who come out with like...
it just said maybe it must be his.
There's
real
a saying
name.
like Triple H's real name
Sean
is Jean Paul Levesque.
Diveri, Daivari.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, I guess he was on a train
Mm-hmm.
going to like Minneapolis, someplace random, and some guy got up and was threatening, like, oh, like, you know, just being unruly. I'm going to kill all you people. I don't know if he ever had anything, but you know, I'm going to kill all you people. So this guy pressed the emergency button. And nothing happened. Like, nothing was going to happen. So he got up and used I guess it's called the rear naked chokehold. And subdued the guy.
That's when you put someone where one arm goes under one person's arm and the other arm goes around their neck.
Okay. And then
You know what I'm
their
saying?
arms are kind of
like
up,
one
right?
arm is up in the air
Yeah.
and you're
You go
holding
right-
them from under. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's
So-
the rear naked choke.
So who said wrestling was fake? This guy just saved a train full of people using his rear naked.
The rear naked chokehold. Wow.
I like the name.
And then, yeah, that's like the
You could
official
see
name.
like Stone Cold. He would like on there. He'd have to do like his whole
Stone
beer
Cold
thing
Stunner.
before he does anything. It's like the guy already shoots up the train, but he's still in the middle of pouring beer on his face. It's like, oh shit.
Afterwards, after saving the train,
Yeah.
the hero put his hand behind his ear and was waiting for the crowd to start yelling.
Oh, he's known as the Sheik.
The Sheik?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and he usually has like that turban type thing on.
I mean, not the Iron Sheik, because the Iron Sheik is... Do they have a picture of the guy? Because I remember there was a Sheik.
He had like that turban type thing on him.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but I don't know. This guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's an Impact. Yeah, that's a guy.
Well,
so
he saved a train.
Unfortunately, with today's blind racism, he looks like a guy that would be the terrorist.
He looked like he'd be the one that would be unruly.
You know, let's be real here. Dark skin and a hook nose. It's not a good look nowadays.
So maybe that'll give some. Take away some ignorance for the Americans.
Exactly, people. You got to be
saved a
careful
whole bunch of people. But
careful where you're being racist.
I don't know if the guy actually had anything on him, but I mean, regardless,
nowadays you can't even make a threat because
regardless, the guy was standing up and saying, you know, I'm going to threat.
Yeah, so good. He probably because when you put someone in a real naked. Rear naked chokehold.
Rear naked chokehold. Say that 30
sounds like the episode name.
I know. There we go. What we called it before? Liam's cock or something.
Liam Neeson's cock or cock shadow.
Cock shadow.
I don't know. It's a toss up between cock shadow and rear naked chokehold.
Yeah. We'll see what comes out of it.
And
I like that though.
So
sounds like a sex move.
Yeah, so see, people, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, you just saved all your asses.
Yeah, and real wrestlers, like, I mean, they're the first one to tell you, you know, whenever you go to, if you go to a wrestler and say wrestling's fake, then they put you in a real fucking move.
No, yeah, they're strong. They have the moves. It's just, you know,
and when
the
you
ring,
do the
they're
moves,
clearly not. If they were to, you know, use their full strength, they'd kill somebody or knock them out.
Yeah, there'd be dead guys in the ring.
But they look the part. They know the moves. They're flexible.
And, you know, some of these guys come up through college wrestling and high school wrestling.
Right, where it's not out of nowhere.
Yeah, whatchamacallit? You know, where being a kid, me and my brother used to wrestle all the time. And my brother put the real figure 4 on me, you know, where you're like, and that shit fucking hurts.
Nobody's playing around.
Yeah, when you put me and my brother, you know, like when you put someone in the real figure 4, that shit hurts, man. So yeah, when you do a real wrestling, because some of this stuff actually comes from the real like Greco-Roman wrestling, like college wrestling, stuff like that, Olympic wrestling.
They're not pretty much using their full strength.
Yeah,
or
rear naked chokehold. I mean, you know, that's just for because quite frankly, it's called a chokehold. You can cut off someone's oxygen for real and calm them down. Some people exactly, and in this situation, this motherfucker, if you're threatening people's lives on a fucking mass transportation, you need to be choked out.
You need to get the rear naked chokehold.
You need to calm down.
See, it sounds like something like I met this guy. We went out. We did the rear naked chokehold. Had a few drinks.
You come up behind him.
Yeah, you know, it's so great. So I'm gonna call him again. You know, we're gonna hang out, take a few drinks again.
Rear naked chokehold.
Oh, love that rear naked chokehold.
So actually,
I need to date a wrestler. It sounds like.
Hey,
show me a lot of stuff.
I show you the rear naked chokehold. Put me in that
figure 4, baby. We figure 4'd it. He was a real nice guy. Come on with all these bruises after hanging out with a guy. No, it's mutual. Sick.
I don't know, those guys.
People are sick.
They have a lot of groupies. You have to be careful. If you're going to get a wrestler, God. You got to be on his ass. Okay, in the beginning of the episode, we had a, you know, for people who are fans of the show, we have our announcers for the show. So I hired a new one.
Cute little girl.
Once again, I go to Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr.com.
Fiverr.
And the girl who did our announcement, or I shouldn't say girl. That's not appropriate. The woman.
The woman
that did it. She goes by the screen name Cheeky MM. CheekyMM. And
Cheeky, baby.
Because I've always said I still want to go to Australia.
Yes.
I need to get myself an Australian girlfriend. And she's cute. I don't want to screw up the computer.
Show me later, because I believe you. She's cute.
Take my word for it. Yeah. So if you want to go to Fiverr, she does do. Like I said, she did the announcement. If this particular gig, they call them gigs, she does 2 minutes of Australian. 2 minutes of voice work, and since she has the Australian accent, and that's what she was exactly what I was looking for, and that doesn't even sound right.
She said
it's heaps of fun. which is
Love
an Australian
it.
thing.
Yeah,
They say
heaps.
heaps. It's heaps of fun.
Vegemite.
And Vegemite.
Vegemite.
And see, I don't want to do all the
The typical-
stereotypical Vegemite and
Is that still
the
their thing?
Dynamite.
Do they still eat that?
I'm pretty sure it's
mean,
dingo ate your baby. But actually, she has a bunch of gigs for anybody who anyone who is looking for stuff like this. Just real quick, I'll go over them. She will do a video as a fairy princess for $5. Usually like a birthday video, where she has a tiara and the wings and a little wand. Well, you know, if you want to have a little girl.
Funny when you say it. You know, nice birthday video.
It sounds horrible. She does a video where she'll do guided meditation with her soothing Australian accent for $5. Spoken. She'll do 3 personalized voicemail messages for $5. She'll produce a video saying that she's in love with anyone. You give her and it's this effect that they do on the new MacBooks where it looks like hearts are going over your head.
Oh yeah,
it's a cute little effect. The gig that I used, 2 minutes of Australian accent for $5, unedited, dry voiceover.
Chris added the background music.
I did, yeah. I know these people,
Magnum style.
And there are people who will put music to their audio, and it's always extra. Since I love doing that shit by myself,
right.
So she was exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for a female Australian,
right.
And we got all these other announcers. It mixes in well, and it's a little diversity. So once again, she goes by the name Cheeky MM. She says she'll do an 80-word book, band, or product review for $5, and then her last gig, which is one. Oh no, I'm sorry. She'll do a testimonial for $5. She has a lot of gigs.
She'll do a birthday video for you.
Yeah,
and should have got you that for your birthday.
The birthday video of her singing "Happy Birthday" to me as a fairy princess. Then she has 2 gigs. They're separate. I guess, I don't know the politics of Australia, where she'll basically, for $5, which I may use this, she'll kind of give you a rundown of places to visit and stuff like that. So she has,
like a tour guide.
Yeah, so she has 1 gig for Sydney, Australia, and another gig for Perth, Australia.
If she gives us a place to stay, I'll totally visit and let her be our tour guide. We can do a cross-country.
And I don't know if she has a boyfriend.
The world.
Because she said she... Do you have a boyfriend?
Chris is always ready to jump on that.
Well, I believe her first name is Michelle. So, Michelle, if you don't have a boyfriend... And she said she listened to our episodes and she likes our accent.
Willing to...
And she's cute. She's cute. I mean, I don't want to... If she does have a boyfriend, I don't mean any disrespect.
Let's not piss her off, all right?
But, if you happen to be...
We'll come visit. You give us a place to stay. You be our tour guide. We'll do a podcast across the world.
We'll do... And
pay for our ticket.
Honestly, seriously, if she wants to come to New York City, I'll give her, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I'll give her like a real tour of New York City.
New York City.
I'll take, show you all the real places and screw all that touristy stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want to go see the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, that's all good.
Chris will make out with you on top of the Empire State Building.
If you want to go out on a date.
She
probably has like this big rugged outback boyfriend that'll kick my ass. I don't mean any disrespect, Michelle. But
or does he?
But like I said, go on Fiverr.com. She has a whole bunch of gigs. Check her out. She did the beginning part of our video of our
the Australian part
of the intro to our show, and you're probably going to be hearing her voice a lot more often. I was very happy with the gig, seriously. So and if you got to, and but in all seriousness, I'll tell you what, we'll trade off. You want to come to New York City? I'll show you New York City. And then, if we go to Australia, you'll be our tour guide to Australia, or in Thanks, Sydney Michelle. Or Perth, or because from the little that I do understand from Australia, she has the more proper accent, like
dialect.
Yeah, she's not outback. She's not, saying like
her boyfriend might be.
Yeah, her boyfriend. I could imagine her boyfriend is this guy with like camouflage, cargo pants.
The khaki color stuff. Yeah.
Tucked into the boots.
He's out wrestling
like a tank top.
And shit.
Big
got
muscles.
like the knife on the side of his boot.
Got the hat that the one
tips up.
flap is actually folded up.
I'm scared. I'm scared for you,
Gonna
Chris.
kick my ass. So, Michelle, if you're single, hit me up.
Here we go.
You're cute. You got a boyfriend in New York.
This isn't Match.com, Chris. You got a boyfriend in New York. Long distance relationship.
Check her out, Cheeky MM on Fiverr.com.
Cheeky baby.
So, all right, back to the show. Let me see what else. What else?
Arnold's book came out.
Arnold's book came out.
I haven't really done anything with it.
If my life was a book, if you wouldn't believe it.
Have you heard anything on it? I'm surprised nobody's commented. Like if there's anything scandalous in it. I mean, pretty much everybody knows his life.
There's a Brigitte Nielsen thing that you brought up.
That was scandalous, I guess.
Oh, he had. Now they were actually, from what I understand, it was supposed to be an actual reading from the book where his father was busting his. Now this is back when he was still in Austria. His father was like, you take pride. This, Schwarzenegger name is a very proud name, and his father had mentioned something like having a child out of wedlock.
Okay.
And illegitimate child, and he was like, I bet I showed him. That's in his book. Now it was on Craig Ferguson, and they got a Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonator, but according to them, this was an actual quote from the book, which I don't see why it wouldn't be. Proud. His father's talking about having illegitimate kids.
His that he looked down upon it, or
his father was saying I would never do that because I would never have an illegitimate child. It would be a disrespect to our great name.
So his father's proud of him.
I bet I showed him. So I actually was going online and I was looking at, he has 3 kids with Maria Shriver.
Yeah.
And so he's got the 2 boys. His youngest, with his wife Maria Shriver, I guess technically he has 3 boys.
Right.
And who knows?
2 boys, and then
that's just what we know
that's
about.
That's just what we know. And that came out 14 years later? It's in his teens.
Now, of course, his illegitimate son looks just like him. He has that strong face.
Yeah, he's big.
His younger son, his youngest son with Maria Shriver. Looks like him.
Does he? I've only seen
kind of
chubby, or something,
but he has the gap in the teeth and kind of
a little
angular
Arnold.
jaw.
Yeah.
Even though he's chubby faced, he kind of has an angular
got that look. Wait till that baby weight falls off.
Yeah, and genetically, Arnold Schwarzenegger was, in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most developed body in 1980 or something like that. But they have a daughter, and I want to.
They do.
They have a daughter
who
she is
the oldest one.
She's pretty, and of course, she's done because she's a little thick. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And she wants to put the message out there for girls to don't have a bad body image just because you're thick, because the media tells you. And she's a healthy looking girl. She's pretty.
Christina,
Catherine,
Christopher. They got 4.
Oh, they got 4 kids?
See, I've only seen
in my research. I've only seen 3 of them. Well, I guess 4 if you count what's the maid's kid?
What's the maid's kid? Is that Christopher?
I don't.
No, wait. Let's see.
Sorry about that. And his daughter is cute. Little meat on her.
Little meat, yeah.
But how scary would that be that Arnold Schwarzenegger is your father-in-law?
I know.
That's got to be terrifying. And so. And then what I came across is that Catherine, that's her name, right? Catherine Schwarzenegger.
Okay, it says children. Catherine, Christina, Patrick, and Christopher.
Well, it was Catherine, the one I'm talking about. She's a fan of Honey Boo Boo.
Aren't we all?
She said that.
God bless her.
When I came across this article, that's her thing. And she says better red neck and eyes.
She's a full-on fan.
She's a fan. And that Maria Shriver, who, comes from the Kennedy family.
Yeah.
When I grew up, Maria Shriver was a news reporter.
Right.
She's and her mom just shakes her head I can't believe you like this garbage.
This is great.
So, that was pretty,
let's see.
That was,
Catherine was born in 1989. Wait, it went away.
But hey, that's legal. It just blows my mind that years that...
Christina's 1991, Patrick is 93, and then Christopher, I can't see the rest of it. It's Christopher, no. What's the name of the...
The one with the maid? Christopher might be the one with the maid. But, like, you know, you could tell by those jeans, that kid is, you know, that is definitely Arnold's kid. And,
yeah.
You know, and basically, you know, like these guys, you gotta, you know, hit the gym for a little bit. You know, you're genetically, and the Maria Shriver was always in good shape also. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she was always thin and people call her Skeletor, but, I mean, you know,
sometimes she's like too skinny and it's like, are you eating? What's going on?
Girl, what the hell's the problem with you?
Girl, get healthy.
I'm just saying is they have genetically.
Yeah, they should be super gene. Like, they should be like looking great right now. But they're all in like that awkward stage, you know, like still getting into their bodies.
Yeah, and teen
just wait till they're in their 20s. They'll be,
and then you know it's
running the freaking world.
Arnold Schwarzenegger came from nothing.
Right.
When you have a sheltered celebrity life, and you could have tons of food in the house and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure it's probably. Yeah. I can only imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger like coming down on his kid like. Why aren't you in better shape?
Yeah. You fat pig.
Why are you eating so much?
Like fruit at
No more carbohydrates. You're going to eat these bag of walnuts and that's all you're going to get.
Super genes.
Yeah, so...
Good luck, kids. Good luck to you.
The daughter's cute, and she's doing well. She's helping kids and stuff like that.
Good for them. At least
she's on the right track.
Yeah, their fame to some good use. You know, instead of like Paris Hilton...
Yeah,
you put your famous name to you partying and having sex days.
And then you hear about Paris Hilton making out with a girl.
Yeah, now they're saying that didn't happen.
Because she was making she said something like gay men are disgusting.
Right.
Which...
I forget the quote.
How do you live in that world?
Yeah, I was surprised that you even... Because I'm sure you have gay friends.
Yeah, in that world of glamorous and fame and... You know, you would think...
I don't know where
I would assume that she's surrounded by gay men.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not sure like where that really came from.
Like if she's a planet, there's a bunch of gay moons
orbiting her, you know, gravitate. Yeah, so I'm not sure what that was all about. Yeah, so she's dating this hot model. Mm-hmm. Seems like River Viper or something weird. It's like Viper. Maybe it's not Viper, but it's something weird. He's just known as being a hot model. So... Yeah, it was like she randomly was making out like with these girls, or I don't know how many, in Vegas, of course. And then he ended up punching a guy.
Oh, God.
But now they're saying that all didn't happen, it was made up, but who knows who swooped in there, the PR people.
I can't believe that she's saying gay men are
I
disgusting.
was so shocked at that, and I think...
That's like, you know, you're
did she tweet
biting
it, or
the fucking
like
hand that feeds, man.
Yeah, like, where did this come from, girl?
You know...
You're surrounded in that industry.
Gay men take a few women and put them up on like this high pedestal.
Yeah. I don't know.
Paris Hilton being one of them. I mean, another spotlight in the, you know, Perez Hilton.
I was just going to say, Perez Hilton named his website.
His whole character is named after
Perez Hilton. That's not his real name, folks.
Yeah, and, you know.
He named it after her. Yeah, it was...
So that's, you know, that's really biting the hand that feeds.
Yeah, I don't know where that, like, you would think... Let's look it up, the quote. You would think she had
gay men are disgusting.
Yeah, like, I don't know. And you're out there making out with girls, it's, what's going on, girl?
Well,
when you gonna straighten up? You're still in Vegas partying at 5?
Yeah. So.
I mean, let's get a job now, girl. Do something with that name. I don't know. Yeah, so at least the Schwarzenegger kids are, so far what it looks like, seem to be doing something good with their name. Some of them.
Well, the daughter is. I mean, she's at that age where, you know, she's trying to be socially conscious and stuff like that.
Right. So
you know, when you got power like that,
it's better than what the Hilton kids are doing with their last name. You know, they haven't really been. Yeah, the gay guys are disgusting.
Yeah, it's
so random. Like
Yeah. I just...
Where'd that come from? Maybe
you would think she...
I don't know.
You know, she'd be a little more tolerant, and
one would
she's
think,
not. Yeah. You know, I guess money is still...
Yeah, of course, later, just a few hours after, you know, said, I really do love gays. Sounds like it. Where did that come from?
Yeah, that's...
Straighten up, girl.
So,
we're not going to save you.
Well past the hour mark. I didn't realize. I thought we had time to go.
What are we at, like 2 hours now? We just keep going.
We're at an hour, right now at an hour and 14 minutes.
Okay, get ready. Yeah. Take a deep breath, folks, and Christopher.
Please visit www.twostrangers.com for get your links for everything. Basically,
Two Strangers One Podcast.
TwoStrangersOnePodcast.com. Is that what I said?
TwoStrangers.com.
Did I say Two Strangers?
Who knows what TwoStrangers.com is?
Two Strangers is a whole other
You're
site.
not
Don't
going
go
to
there.
that.
Visit TwoStrangersOnePodcast.com.
There we
I'm
go.
sorry. I'm
Andrew Allen.
hyped up on caffeine, and I got my click and hit in my
Click and
head.
hit.
Visit our eBay page. I got a whole bunch of DVDs for sale. I'm going to get some comic books up there, some heavy metal stuff up there, but for the time being,
There's always new stuff going
DVDs
up on
relating,
there.
and I got like stuff geared up. Just
check it
it's
out
a lot
each
to put
day.
stuff on eBay.
Chris always has something new coming out.
Keep coming back, and I literally like undercut everybody. I literally go online and see what the lowest price is, and then I'll undercut that by like 5 or 10 cents,
So you
just
get
so
a
mine
solid
is on the
deal.
first on the list of
We're not here to screw people over.
yeah. And all the money goes to support the show. Like when I hire these announcers and stuff like that, that costs money. So, please check out our eBay page. Literally the lowest prices you can find. Buy something, even if it's something you're not into, just buy it.
Give it to someone.
Give it to someone else.
Do what you
Throw it in
want.
garbage when you
Take
get
a
it.
shit on it. Wipe your ass with it.
You can visit our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/TwoStrangersOnePodcast. Hover over the like button and
Like
click
us,
show and
please.
news feed. Unfortunately, only 10 to 20% of our likes actually get to see every single update.
So the more people that like it, you get to view it.
Yeah, the more people that like it and the more activity that goes on the page, then it actually spreads the word out to more people.
Right.
It's like Facebook has
Their own
their iron grip on who gets to see your stuff.
They're gonna do their own promotions when the time is right.
Yeah,
Once
it's like,
you've done your part.
and that's what happens. If you
Yeah,
want to use
it's life.
Facebook, it's very useful and easy, but you got to play by their rules. So if you could just hover over the like button, click show and news feed, and hopefully you'll get the updates.
Get word out, yeah.
But the one way to get every single wonderful, hilarious episode of Two Strangers One Podcast is you can subscribe to us on iTunes. Just go to the iTunes store, the podcast section, search
Type it
Two
in.
Strangers One Podcast. On all these mobile devices, your iPhone, your iPad, your iPod, if you're on the road, you can subscribe to them. If you don't have a mobile device and you're just using your computer, you can still download iTunes for free. You can still download episodes of Two Strangers, One Podcast for free. And iTunes, quite frankly, is the only way you can get you get every episode along with our website, actually, twostrangersonepodcast.com. So if you want to listen to old episodes and, get a taste of our history. You know what I'm saying? We have coming up very close to 50 hours of free entertainment online for you.
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. And it
sounds like we've been together too long, Greg.
It's interesting. It's like a snapshot. I'll every now and then go back and listen to an old episode, and it's like, wow, we were really talking about that stuff back then. It really feels like a whole different world every episode. And, we have the best looking audience online. I have to say that. And, if you have an Android device,
Stitcher, bitch.
Stitcher, baby. Once again, I've been dealing with the people at Stitcher, going back and forth with emails and stuff like that. These people are so freaking cool. Their app works. I love it. I use it, and they're not giving us a dime. I mean, they
If they
carry
want
our
to,
show.
they can, but...
Yeah, exactly. If they want to give us a dime, I'll take it. But, seriously, I use Stitcher. I have an Android phone. I'm an Android kind of guy. Nowadays, the Android pads, the smart pads, the touch pads, or whatever you want to call them, those are the tablets are the new big thing coming out. If you have a Kindle Fire, I believe there's a new version of the Kindle Fire that just came out. Download the Stitcher app for that. So, all these wonderful mobile devices, you can hear our show, Two Strangers, One Podcast. And that's about it. I mean, Lane,
Thanks for listening.
We have the Twitter feed, but the Twitter is basically just
us.
Retweets of the Facebook page. If you want to find us, we're at Comic Metal Games. That's at Comic Metal Games, all one word. So that's about it. I certainly hope you enjoyed listening to the show and had as much fun as we had recording it. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen.
Don't be a stranger.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double
it?
Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne smells good to me.
But
Look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled Colon.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with the materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking. Are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea,
Yeah,
man.
is.
Look at her, fucking. She's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. Is it? I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show, I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it, that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
Yeah.
insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could show them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne right now.
No, sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonePodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.